EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's our visitors and our home team. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Once again, it's Warren. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they go with Warren. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nolan Smith. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
They run with Warren. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Javon Holland up to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's complete. Tight end got it. That is well done there. Converting on 3rd and 15.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
Every staff in the league that understands it, we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Nolan Smith. He's been an early disruptor. Already 2 sacks on this opening drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It's actually a really nice job there on second down, putting this into a third and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that first down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the visitors are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They go with the rookie out of Ohio State, Quinshawn Judkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's another quick first down. That's a 25-yard gain.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And he'll take it on in.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He's got this one complete to Goddard. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Open man downfield. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he 10-yard line. Now it is first and goal.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Here's Warren. And he'll take this down to about the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
Here now, second down and goal.
Second and goal.
He'll look to throw. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll go with the sneak, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs. Allen from his own end zone. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
It is second and 6. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
20-yard pickup there. And that will be a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. This throw is taken in by Fowl. And he's close to another first down. He'll step out right at that first down marker.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Throw once more. Here's Allen. He finds Austin with the grab. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain.
The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
2nd and 11. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Forced out wide. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
To the air on third down. Here's Allen. Flowers with the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Allen's going to throw for it. That's taken in, and he's going to get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To the right side, it's Judkins. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. Throwing on second down. It's Allen. He's got it at about the 8. And he will score. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Polk to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
At the 24-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down, 3 to go. Just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. On fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return.
28-yard line.
On first down, it's Allen. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Alert, alert, alert.
Now Allen to throw on second down. Open man, that's Flowers. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
So So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
One more time going up top with Allen. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Throwing again, it's Allen. That's out wide to Judkins. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. The first two drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal. Again, it's Allen to the air. To the end zone, but it is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second and goal. Allen to throw again. And he's in. Now for the extra point. It's up and through. And his guys move out to a 21-3 advantage. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Brownie, alert! What's that?
Now Allen on the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. And another first down, and another big gainer. This time, 23 yards.
319!
On the give, it's Judkins. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Devin Lloyd on the stop. A 7-yard pickup.
Alert, alert,
Brings
alert.
up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, here is Allen. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
It's a turnover on downs.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. With Warren, and he's trying to get upfield but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 2-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren, and he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
He's got this one complete to Goddard. They gain 18 yards on that one. That's enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. Results in a 1st down.
Back to throw. He'll get this one out to his fullback. There's no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That pass play good for 22. And that will be a 1st down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's down the field for Lamb. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big play on 1st down. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nolan Smith. He has been a one-man wrecking crew in this one. 4th sack of the game. He'll get this out wide. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors are back within 2 scores.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one crushed it. Over the back line of the end zone, touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. Play action. It's Allen. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Got a man downfield, it's Thomas. A gain of 24 through the air. That's enough for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that. But it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's Judkins now as we begin the 4th quarter. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he will score again. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. after the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 8, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Warren. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Out of the pistol, Warren. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 11 on that one. And that will be a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a first down.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. There he goes again. And he will go all the way. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35-yard line.
Hey, tight.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Alert! All 52.
On third down, it's Allen. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
319! Hey, home.
Again, it's Judkins. And And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They run it once more with Judkins. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll give it here to Judkins. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the
So,
18-yard
2 minutes
line.
to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So, they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. They run straight ahead with Judkins. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give it to Judkins. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Now a second timeout called by the defense. We'll talk things over before third down.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
They'll drop to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Now, Folk on for the extra point. The kick is good, and his guys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Visitors 14.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. On first and 10, it's Warren. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Keanu Benton. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long. On third down, they go with Warren. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up fourth down. So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really